Hello and welcome to some more Space Engineers. This video will be, I guess, a part one of my latest build that I'm working on for the past few days, and that is this giant mining flagship for a made-up company that I've entitled the Galactic Mining Corporation. I guess the theme behind them is that they'd be like the big evil mining corporation in space, going around and buying up people's homestead asteroids and mining them until there's nothing left. I don't know. Something like that. But anyways, it initially wasn't supposed to be quite as massive, but kind of accidentally started making it really big and couldn't go back after I reached a certain point, so it's just gonna be a massive like mothership. I really wanted like an industrial looking design, so I really wanted it to be asymmetrical. This side, which is only about halfway done, is the hangar bay for small ships as well as the mining ships, which will be in there. And then this side, from the outside, you can see it almost looks like grain silos. In there is where all the refineries are stacked up on top of each other to process all the goods when they come in. So let's take you inside. My jetpack in here. This is the rear of the ship, and this is the main hangar deck entrance. So in here, you can see on the right, these are the 3 refinery towers. There is 12 refineries in each tower, and until we know exactly how the refineries and the conveyor system is going to work, I'm just going to leave them like this and not hook them up to anything just yet. They go all the way up into the ceiling, and I try to put as much design work into the ceiling, like aesthetically, make the architecture cool to look at. And these go all the way down to another floor, so let's go down there. So down on this would be the second hangar area. So let's just show you how that works. So smaller transport ships could come through here and dock, and through here underneath this whole area is just going to be a ton of storage space, like loose cargo storage, stuff like that. So this whole area is going to be filled up with cargo crates once it's built out. And then each one of these stairwells, there's stairs and there's a ramp in case you were using like a dolly or something to bring your cargo downstairs, and each one of these ramps is connected to one of these mining ship docking bays. Now this isn't a mining ship, they just wanted to park a ship here to kind of give you an idea of the scale. I haven't built my mining ships yet. I'll do those after I've finished this build. So again, each one of these has the ability to go downstairs. And then on this side it's just the base for each of these refinery towers, and then they each have a ladder system. Let's see if I can do this. Go up. A little bit crooked here. Oh, failing. Let's get myself oriented. Let's try that again. Alright, there we go. And you can go back up. Climb the ladder actually probably works easier than the jetpack, but the ladder will take you back up to this, and then you can take the next ladder. See if I can get in this one. Come on. It's really buggy today. There we go. All the way up to the refinery control deck. So this is the tops of the refineries. All come up to here, and this is the domed area of each of these silo looking objects. And there's going to be, I had to rearrange them because I did some redesigning, but there's going to be cubicles with computers at them because this is going to be, the flagship, so there's got to be corporate work done here too. So let's head this way. So down here, I'm using my jetpack because I don't have a gravity generator. placed in here yet. I haven't gotten that far. But this is the ceiling you can see. Tried to make as much of a interesting design. Archway, cathedral-like ceiling. Some pipework going back. And we'll just follow this. Another corridor. Now this back here hasn't been built up yet. But through these stairs is the connector for each of the upper engines. So you can come through this door and enter the upper engine bay, and it's working, and it's set up to have conveyors bring fuel to these engines. But again, once we figure out exactly how that's going to work, I'll go from there. And then the other side is just a mirror image of the same engine. So we'll go back out of here. Head over this way. Now here you can see these are the smaller landing pads, but made for smaller ships, and they would access these pads through the main hangar door and just fly up there and land. But now let's head underneath. So we'll go this way. Alright, so back down here, I haven't built the access point yet. But here would be probably going to be the lowest deck of the ship. You can see out the back here. And these are the connector hallways for the lower engine pods. So you come in here. They're pretty much like mirror images of the top engines. Obviously, instead of going down, you got to come up to get into them. But same setup. You've got a conveyor set up for whenever that gets working. And back out here. And then through this hallway. Oh, losing control here. Through this hallway is the connector for the other engine. For my build, I mean, I really wanted to make it somewhat, I mean, it's not the most practical design, just being as massive as it is, but I wanted it to be believable, so all the engines needed to be accessible. And there's not going to be any hidden engines inside of it. All the engines will be blasting out to space because in real life, if you can say that, these engines will probably be shooting, I don't know, ions or whatever particles they'd be blasting out. So if they were facing, you know, another wall, they'd pretty much just counteract themselves. Also, not to mention probably burn through the metal. And this is probably the last part of the ship. Up here is this hallway, which isn't connected to anything yet. This is just like a utility hallway. And all of these gyros are running the length of pretty much like the backbone, the spine of the ship. And I figured it probably kind of makes sense to have gyros going the full length of it so they can communicate with each other and figure out how the ship is oriented. And you can see all the engines that face off the side of the ship. I mean, that's really about it. Sorry for kind of a random ranting video, but still have tons of work to do on this. Hopefully my computer is going to let me keep on going bigger. Because the front of the ship, this is probably 2/3 the length of it. And then I've got to build like the rest of the crew compartments, the bridge, medical bay, all of those types of things. Right now I've only got the industrial parts of the ship underway. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this build. Stay tuned, and I will bring you more updates on this as well as other builds for space engineers. Oh, excuse me. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you in the next video.